Hey, listen, my intention is to go in there and fight hard and hurt him.
The boxing world has just been rocked in a big way. At 59 years old, Mike Tyson has revealed the first glimpse of his training camp for Floyd Mayweather. And honestly, what people are seeing is far from what anyone expected. This is not some aging fighter trying to chase old memories or relive past fame. This is Iron Mike showing up with serious intensity, looking like he is fully prepared to dominate whoever steps in front of him. The released footage has set the entire combat sports world buzzing. Some viewers feel nervous watching it, others are thrilled and energized, but one thing is certain: no one can look away.
Beautiful right there.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Let me walk you through everything that's been confirmed so far, along with what insiders are quietly saying behind the scenes about this massive fight set for April 25, 2026 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Believe me, this is about much more than just two legends stepping into the ring together. This event is shaping up to be something truly historic. Here's how it all started. Tyson's longtime coach, Rafael Cordero, recently shared a clip from a training session on Instagram. The caption was simple, just 2 words: keep going. But those 2 words created serious shock waves, music across the internet. In the photo, Mike is completely soaked in sweat, standing right beside Cordero. The expression on his face says it all: total concentration, deep hunger, and absolute determination. This is a man who is fully focused and completely locked in.
Look where you left focus when you finish, Mike.
Now this is where the story takes a serious turn. People close to the training camp are saying that what showed up on Instagram was only a small preview of what is really happening. Those who have actually been inside the gym claim that Tyson is preparing like a man completely driven. The level of effort he is putting in would exhaust fighters who are half his age. Several insiders say that Iron Mike is getting up at 4 a.m. every single morning. He is following that old school music routine, the same kind of schedule he had when he was rising through the ranks under Cus D'Amato. According to reports, he is running 3 to 5 miles before sunrise, and remember, he is 59. Take a moment and think about that. Many people his age struggle just to get out of bed without feeling pain in their back. Music, but Mike has never been like most people. He never fit into that category. Rafael Cordero has worked with Tyson on and off for many years. He was in his corner for the Roy Jones Jr. exhibition in 2020. He also trained him for the Jake Paul fight in 2024. And Cordero has always repeated the same statement: no one punches like Mike. Not even close. In earlier interviews, Cordero openly admitted that the first time Mike hit the mitts, he genuinely feared for his safety. He said it felt like his whole life flashed in front of him. His wife, his daughters, everything. That is how powerful the shots were. And this was coming from a 50-something-year-old Mike Tyson, whose power, according to Cordero, felt more frightening than most heavyweights in their prime.
He's a different level of athlete. Different level of athlete. He trained really, really hard every single day. The way he moved, I never see before. I train a lot of guys, Mo, as you know, for a long, long time. But in my career, I never hold mitts for somebody and throw the punch the way he throw. The power he generate when he throw his punches is something like, say, man, where's this come from?
Now picture that kind of power aimed at a real opponent, someone like Floyd Mayweather standing right in front of him. Just think about what that could look like inside the ring. This is exactly what has boxing fans losing their minds at the moment. Here's another interesting part of the story. Floyd has gone completely silent. Not a word, not a response, nothing. After the fight was officially announced in September 2025, Mayweather spoke confidently for a short time, made a few bold comments, and then music suddenly stepped away from the spotlight. Since then, he has barely said anything about the matchup.
Fight that fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to Mike Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to get the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting event.
At the same time, Mike is everywhere. He is sharing clips from his training sessions, appearing at public events, and openly calling out Floyd Mayweather. Can you believe that? During his speaking appearances, he is building excitement around the fight, talking about it with confidence, while Floyd is completely out of sight. This has led many people to start asking questions. What is really happening behind the scenes? Is Floyd having doubts? Is he starting to think twice about the agreement he made? There is a huge difference between facing John Gotti III in an exhibition match and stepping into the ring with a man once known as the baddest man on the planet, especially when that man is training with the intensity of Rocky Balboa. According to sources, Floyd has not shared a single glimpse of his preparation. There has not been one training video, not one Instagram update, nothing at all.
That's it.
And that is unusual for someone like Floyd, who normally loves showing off his lifestyle and workouts online. People close to his camp are reportedly starting to worry that he may be underestimating just how serious Mike is about this fight. Now, let's dive into what's really happening in Tyson's training sessions, because this is where things get completely intense. Sources from the gym say that Cordero is putting Mike through footwork drills that would completely wear out fighters half his age. They're not easy exercises. We're talking advanced defensive maneuvers, heavy power drills, high-speed combinations, and non-stop conditioning. The session Cordero shared on Instagram? That was only a small glimpse of an entire day packed with training. Mike's routine is full-on, and it's clear he is leaving nothing to chance.
But the day after the fight, right after the day after, I woke up and told my wife, why did I do that? I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it. But my body was really sore. Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really sore.
People who say they've seen the full training camp footage claim that Mike looks even sharper than he did for the Jake Paul fight. And when we say sharper, we mean it. His movement is faster, his combinations are smoother, and his focus is on a whole different level. The biggest change, insiders say, is his mindset. After fighting Jake Paul, Mike admitted that he woke up the next day confused, wondering why he even took that fight. He openly said he didn't know what was going on in his head at the time. That fight, by his own words, felt more about the money, a quick payday against a YouTuber, rather than passion or competition.
Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other. If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try. Could he hit him? I mean, that little motherfucker can move still at 50 years old. Yeah. He's so slick. Yep. He's still in shape. He's still fit.
They're both old as fuck.
As fuck.
But
This is Mike Tyson facing Floyd Mayweather, two of the most legendary names in boxing history. This isn't just a fight, it's about legacy. People will be talking about this matchup for decades, no matter the outcome. Insiders say Mike sees this as a chance to prove something only he could, that size and raw power still matter in the sport, that skill alone isn't everything, and that the heaviest hitters in heavyweight history can still do serious damage if they land clean shot. Now, consider the styles. Floyd built his entire career around defense. The shoulder roll, lightning-fast reflexes, and avoiding punches. His strategy was always to make opponents miss and then counterstrike. That approach helped him retire undefeated at 50-0 because nobody could consistently land on him. But here's the catch. Floyd has never faced power like Mike Tyson's, not even close. Mayweather spent most of his career in the welterweight and super welterweight divisions, fighting opponents around 140 to 154 pounds at their prime. Tyson, on the other hand, weighed 228 pounds against Jake Paul. That's a massive difference of 70 to 80 pounds. The stakes are enormous.
We getting ready. Of course. You know my saying. Everybody know my saying. All work is easy work. I'm playing to the easy work.
People in the combat sports world are already buzzing, wondering what would happen if Mike lands just one clean punch. Can Floyd's defensive skills really hold up against that kind of raw force? Can technique truly overcome devastating power? These are the questions keeping boxing fans glued to their screens, and Mike knows it. Insiders say he's been studying old Floyd footage obsessively, breaking down his movements, spotting patterns, and searching for ways to close the distance on arguably the best defensive fighter of this generation. Cordero is reportedly drilling him on ring control, teaching Mike how to trap Floyd in tight spaces. A phone booth scenario where footwork is limited and it comes down to toughness and pure punching power. Here's a detail many people might not realize. The fight is scheduled in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the same country where Muhammad Ali faced George Foreman in the historic Rumble in the Jungle in 1974. That choice isn't random. The promoters intentionally picked this location for its history. Ali famously used the rope-a-dope strategy, letting the bigger puncher wear himself out before taking over. Could Floyd attempt something similar? Could he survive the early rounds when Mike is fresh and explosive, and then capitalize later? Possibly. But sources close to Mike's camp say he's preparing for a long fight, focusing heavily on cardio, building endurance, and making sure he can go the full 8 rounds without slowing down. He knows that if Floyd tries to outlast him, he needs to be ready every second of the fight.
Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name. Because I'm still a face of boxing.
The fight is set for 8 rounds, each lasting 2 minutes, and they'll be using heavier gloves, either 14 or 16 ounces. That detail matters a lot. Bigger gloves give more protection, but they also add extra weight to your hands. For someone like Floyd, who depends on speed and quick punches, that could be a challenge. For Mike, who's used to fighting in heavyweight gloves, it's just part of the game. When the fight was first announced, Floyd released a statement. He claimed that he still has what it takes to break records, that no one can draw bigger crowds or larger broadcast audiences than him, and that whenever he steps into the ring, it's going to be a huge, legendary event. According to him, all of that is just fact, not hype.
You've been offered or approached about a rematch with Floyd Mayweather?
Well, there's a talk, and where, you know, like I said, I'm happy to start talking about, discussing about possible rematch with Floyd.
Floyd is one of the biggest pay-per-view draws in combat sports history. His fight with Conor McGregor brought in massive numbers, and even his exhibition matches attract huge audiences. The man knows how to sell a fight and make serious money. But talking big and actually stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson are completely different things, especially when Mike is training like his life depends on it, while Floyd stays mostly quiet and barely mentions the fight publicly. Social media has had a field day roasting him. The jokes are everywhere. Floyd saw Mike training and bought a one-way ticket to retirement, Money Mayweather became scared Mayweather, and more. The memes are brutal. Here's the reality though. Floyd has always been a smart fighter. He doesn't take unnecessary risk. He calculates everything. So his silence might not be fear. It could be strategy. Let Mike do all the talking and show off his training while Floyd prepares quietly behind the scenes. Still, from the outside, it doesn't look great. One fighter is shouting from the rooftops and posting non-stop gym footage, while the other acts like the fight doesn't exist. What makes it even more interesting is that Floyd reportedly has another fight lined up afterward, a rematch with Manny Pacquiao. That means he could potentially fight twice in just a few months at 48 years old. That's pretty wild.
A fight for real.
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yes. I wouldn't bother nobody.
I love this guy. Like, why would he want to fight Iron Mike Tyson?
I was minding my business. I wasn't bothering nobody. He just wanted he picked.
He came. He said, "Damn, we got a bag, huh, Mike?"
No, I didn't say that.
No, it's a bag though. You and Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd's team might be thinking this Mike Tyson fight is just an easy exhibition. Show up, move around, avoid getting hit, collect the paycheck, and then focus on the Pacquiao rematch where the real money is. But what if Mike doesn't go along with that plan? What if he shows up to dominate? What if all the intense training we're seeing isn't just for show, but means he genuinely wants to hurt Floyd? That's exactly why the hardcore boxing community is on edge right now. Mike Tyson has always been unpredictable. He's the man who bit Evander Holyfield's ear. He's the one who knocked opponents out in under a minute. He's the fighter who makes opponents nervous even before the first bell rings. Age hasn't softened that mentality. If anything, it may have made him even more dangerous. Now he has nothing to lose. His legacy is already secure. He's the youngest heavyweight champion in history. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. This fight isn't about padding his record. It's about proving that Mike Tyson is still Mike Tyson, that his fire still burns, his power is still real, and he can still make the impossible happen.
And from there we move forward. Whatever they put in our path, we're gonna do.
Next weekend, it was supposed to be Marvin Vettori against Robert Whittaker in Singapore, UFC 275. Whittaker had to pull out for injury. It sounds like they're going to dance again, though, in September in Paris. Whittaker, Vettori. If Vettori gets his hand raised, do you expect to be fighting for the title again?
And Floyd has a lot at stake. His perfect record might not officially be on the line since this is an exhibition, but music, his reputation absolutely is. His image as untouchable is on the line. If Mike lands a clean shot, drops him, or forces him to quit, that 50-0 record suddenly doesn't mean much. Floyd would go down in history as the guy knocked out by a 59-year-old Mike Tyson, and that legacy would be permanent. The training footage we've seen so far is only the beginning. Cordero captioned it, "Keep going because this is just the start of camp." Mike still has 2 more months to prepare before April 25th. 2 months to sharpen his skills, improve conditioning, perfect his strategy, and get even more dangerous. And every day Floyd stays quiet, the pressure grows. Each video Mike posts, each interview where he talks openly about the fight, adds fuel to the narrative while Floyd appears absent. This is shaping up to be one of the most talked about events in combat sports history. Not because a title is on the line or records will change, but because it's 2 legends from different eras finally facing off, a matchup fans have debated for years. Size versus skill, power versus technique, the puncher versus the boxer, the brawler versus the defensive master, Iron Mike versus Money May. It doesn't get bigger than this. The Democratic Republic of Congo is about to witness something historic. Just like Ali and Foreman gave us the rumble in the jungle, Tyson and Mayweather are creating a new chapter in boxing history. A fight that probably shouldn't happen, but is happening because both men signed the contracts. Mike Tyson is training like he's 20 again, and Rafael Cordero is pushing him to limits that seem impossible for someone his age. The footage doesn't lie. This man is serious, focused, and music dangerous. Floyd Mayweather better start paying attention, because April 25th is coming fast, and Mike Tyson is ready to show the world once again why he's called the baddest man on the planet. That's all for now. For the latest updates, breaking moments, events, and highlights from the world of boxing, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss high-quality content like this. Until next time, peace.